Hello, I'm back for part 7. What if Goku and Vegeta were sent to Earth? Last time we ended off with a very early battle of gods and a very different turnaround. And as well, we had a very strange Buu saga. Boo and Cell ran away together. Not in that way, as not as partners. I'm trying to. They ain't married. In case anyone's wondering, the way I just said it makes it sound like they're married. But yeah. So they ran away. Become more powerful. And we had an early Battle of God saga with the introduction of Vegeta. Vegeta having an insanely good fight against Beerus, but of course not being able to best the God of Destruction. Okay, so where we left off, Beerus took Goku and Vegeta in for training. Well, he's not the one who's going to be training them, Whis is. But Beerus sees a lot of potential in Vegeta. Goku is too kind, but Beerus looks at Vegeta as a candidate for the next God of Destruction. He sees his evilness, but met by the kindness, and his drive beats most. Goku is also an amazing candidate, but Goku, as I just said, is way too kind, and probably would slack off the job a lot more, as he's Goku and he's an idiot. But yeah, so Beerus doesn't train them. Beerus don't sleep for a bit. I'm pretty sure I can't remember the exact difference in time from Buu Saga to Battle of Gods, but yeah, they have a few years to train. Of course, they go back to Earth once in a while, see their family, but they train like a whole lot, like for years. So this, like a little bit after, Goku and Vegeta are like OP. I'm telling you right now, they achieved like Super Saiyan Blue like a few months into the training. They've been training for years. They're so OP. I wouldn't call them OP, but like at this point they're very powerful. And a lot of people may think that this wouldn't happen just as Vegeta was sent to Earth Goku. It wouldn't. I just enjoy making fun whiffs, and it wouldn't be very fun if I just made it like the original story. Alright, so we cut ages into the future, and this is around the time of Resurrection F, and Frieza learns that these Saiyans are insanely powerful now, and he doesn't really know what to do. Well, Frieza was revived with a certain other person that he knows very well that he does not like. Maybe a certain cooler person. Of course, everyone knows who this is. It's Frieza's brother. They instantly look at each other with hatred, but they realise that they have to team up to defeat the Saiyans. They have a little bit of a swallow match at first. Cooler destroys Frieza, doesn't kill him, just completely beats him up. But Cooler's quite smart. He realises that he'll need Frieza for this operation. So, Frieza and Cooler train for about... Right, so this is... I say that it revives a little bit early to go from Vegeta off planet. So I say they'd probably be training for about a year together. They're against each other as well. A year or two. Like, not against each other, I mean like they're sparring and that, which will make them very powerful. For about 2 years, okay? So then we have Goku and Vegeta come back to planet Earth one time, and they there's like maybe not millions, but loads of Frieza ships coming down. Because Frieza and Cooler because this is Frieza and Cooler combined. Like, the fact is, they'd lead an army extremely well. As their ships slowly come down. And Goku and Vegeta have a look of excitement as they realise they'd have a fight of their life. But then they realise how weak Frieza would be. Then they get bored. So they realise the Frieza soldiers are actually quite a bit stronger, because Cooler is probably a better leader than Frieza, I'd say, and he'd help train them a lot more. As we see in the Cooler movie, Cooler likes to have very strong soldiers, but the soldiers aren't really much. They're taken out by Gohan, Trunks, Buller, and Goten. Pan is born at this point, I'd like to say. But yeah, she was born a little bit early, I'd say. But I'd say she's not too old, really. So yeah, and as well, at this point we see Frieza and Cooler come down. Everyone sees them together, and they're actually quite impressed. as everyone thought it would just be Frieza. So yeah, they come down, both in golden form. They realised it would be a fun fight. They're both probably about like high level. Probably say about Super Saiyan Goku, because they're suppressed at the moment. So then everyone gets to fighting, and Cooler and Frieza, they're full power in golden form, realise this ain't gonna be enough. They're getting destroyed by Goku and Vegeta, not even trying too much. They're both only in Super Saiyan 5 at the moment. But yeah, then Goku and Vegeta, they start getting riled up. They didn't ready to transform, but before they can do it to destroy them, even though Goku and Vegeta were a bit bored, they're still having fun. Frieza and Cooler start streaming as they go to a new form. Platinum Frieza and Platinum Cooler. Cooler was a bit stronger than Frieza, I'd like to know, and he has a lot more control. This is true Platinum Frieza, like true Golden Frieza, but Frieza's just Platinum at the moment. Yeah, Cooler has like perfected this form, so they start fighting, and Cooler and Frieza are on a new level compared to Super Saiyan 5 Goku and Vegeta. They're insanely powerful. They're stronger than when the Super Saiyan 5 Vegeta that fought Beerus. They're on an insane level. So then we see Goku and Vegeta start laughing as the hair on them starts turning different colours. As it slowly turns from a gold to a red. And then when they get to the red, it goes from a red to gold to red to gold to blue. Yes, they have reached Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan 4. I'm sorry if this annoys people that I'm giving them this form, but I think that it would happen because combining forms is extremely useful. Because Goku and Vegeta literally at some point, while they were on Beerus' planet, literally only used Super Saiyan 4. They literally didn't go in their base form. They've been in Super Saiyan 4 for years now. They haven't gone out of it. And they just they've got complete control of it. And they've used, not Super Saiyan 4, I meant Super Saiyan 5. They just used Super Saiyan Blue on top of it. So yeah, Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan Blue. I don't know why I call this form. I think I just call it just Super Saiyan Blue, like normal. Just because that's what it would be called. They never actually discovered the actual Super Saiyan Blue. So yeah, it's actually quite. I'm not at all in an even fight. Frieza and Cooler are kind of being destroyed at this point. But then Cooler and Frieza go to their last resort as they pull out, as they stand in a weird position, and they look at each other with hatred. As they do a weird dance, and they go fusion, ha! And Frieza and Cooler are fused into. I didn't think of a name, so I'm just thinking of Tweezer. Alright, Tweezer is like immensely powerful. Goku and Vegeta can only barely hold them off. The potential of this being is insane. So we see these two. Tweezer is just kind of destroying Goku and Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta, they pull out their earrings and put them on. I think you know what this is. It's time for a fusion battle. Okay, so Tweezer versus Vegeta. Very fun match to see. This is kind of destroying the universe. Like, this isn't just destroying Universe 7. This is destroying Universe 6 as well. This is an insane battle. It's like Whis and Beerus have to come down because it's that immense. So Beerus and Whis are trying to tell them to stop because they're literally going to destroy multiple universes. But they keep fighting. As we see Vegeta, he starts laughing. He says, okay, as we see him stand and power up to his full power. This starts to like rock and just shake many universes. I'd probably say 3-4 universes just him powering up. As we see Vegeta stand in a one-on position, and Tweezer goes to one at him, and they're moving at like light speeds as well. And Vegeta, we see all time around them slow down. They instantly rush to them, and like backhand them with their fist, and just send Tweezer flying. And they turn around, say final Kamehameha! As they eradicate Frieza. Like, there's literally no chance of them surviving that move. That move could probably destroy universes. So, as I said, Goku and Vegeta are incredibly OP. As we see Goku and Vegeta go out, as they start like laughing, not maniacally, but just like excitedly as they had very much fun with that battle. They haven't really found any opponents on their level recently. But yeah, so a little bit after, Champa challenges Goku and Vegeta challenges Beerus to a fight for their food, as the food battle still happens and that. The fight starts, and I'm gonna say the team is Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Trunks, Goten, and Bulla. I can't remember how many members you're allowed in that tournament, but I think that's it. So most of the fights, I'm going to say Trunks is the first person in there. Trunks has got Super Saiyan 5. I'm 100% going to say he has it. I probably would put him at Super Saiyan God, the Super Saiyan 4 God mode, which would just be thought of as super. But I don't actually know if I should have yet, because he hasn't actually had the training, and him and Gohan have been slacking off, but they're still insanely powerful. So we see everyone's get destroyed by them, kind of like usual. Cabba, he's, instead of Vegeta this time, it's actually Trunks who kind of trains her. But now we have Hit. Hit is quite an interesting case, because Hit can kind of sense how immense their power is. And we have a Super Saiyan 5 Trunks versus a full power Hit, I'm going to say. This is quite a drawn out fight. As Trunks is a Saiyan, he does draw out. So then we see a fight go on for a little bit, and Hit is just getting more powerful. So Trunks is enjoying this more by the second. As then we see a Hit just start moving at insane speeds. But at one point, while Hit is doing at his time step, you see Trunks turn around to him and just with one hand in his pocket, just punch him straight out of the arena. As Trunks is kind of messing around with them. I'm not gonna lie, it's the people in this story are just incredibly OP. Alright, so yeah, that's Trunks just defeated like that. But yeah, now we go to our next saga, which I believe is the Goku Black stage. I'm not sure though. So Zamasu in the other universe, he still saw this fight, and he sees Trunks as I know they didn't use God Key, but he still hates most of them a lot, because he did hear about the legendary Goku and Vegeta, as these guys are known around the multiverse, as they are the people who cause destruction in many universes. By the way, Goku and Zeno still pretend friends. But now we're getting into the Goku Black saga. So, one day, while everyone's having fun, relaxed, as nothing's come to attack them in recent times, a pod lands that says Capsule Corp on it, and a tall, older kind of version of Gohan comes out, coughing up and falling out on the floor, knocked out. Okay, so he wakes up and he sees Trunks. As Trunks doesn't really know who this is, he says, "Hey, okay?" And we see Gohan charge up a load of tea in his hand, ready to punch Trunks. As then we see Trunks dodge it, and this punch just eradicates the house around them. As everyone's confused why Gohan would attack him, as Gohan gets on guard instantly. But they just say everything to him, like, why is he attacking him? And then Gohan explains everything. It's kind of like canon. So Gohan tries to pick fights with some of these people. He's surprised that they're this powerful, because he's never seen anyone this powerful except maybe Trunks Black. Yes, it is a Trunks Black in this timeline. I'm sorry for kind of spoiling it. But yeah, we got Trunks Black, which is kind of awesome. Yeah, so Trunks Black, what happened in the other timeline? Similar stuff happened, but instead of him taking over Goku, he took over Trunks. And Trunks he'd actually played off as if he was actual Trunks for a bit. Zamasu did, until he was powerful enough to take on Goku and Vegeta, because he wasn't actually gonna be able to beat them at first. So he trained with everyone for ages, until one day someone picked up on his weird actions. This was Gohan, of course. Gohan says, Trunks, why are you so strange today? So this day, Trunks was actually planning to kill everyone. As Trunks started laughing maniacally, and Gohan had expected stuff, was very concerned for a while. He could sense some dark in him, but he didn't want to say it because Trunks is his best friend. They've been friends since birth, basically. So yeah, but yeah, we see Trunks rush at him with this move where he channels all of his ki into his fist and just went to punch him, and Gohan only just dodged. But this one move shook the universe. Okay, the reason Trunks is this powerful is he's just otherworldly. He has got Super Saiyan Blue, which Super Saiyan 4 Blue actually, I'm going to call it Super Saiyan Blue from now on. But just know whenever I say Super Saiyan Blue, it is Super Saiyan 4 Blue, okay? I'll just call it Blue 4. Alright, so Trunks goes into Blue 4 and starts fighting Gohan. Gohan's been training with him, so he also has Blue 4. And this fight is immense. It literally almost destroys the multiverse. So Beerus and Whis come down with Goku and Vegeta. As then we see, and also Kaioshin's there. As then we see Trunks, Beerus says, Trunks, what's wrong? As Beerus has been training for Trunks for a while, so he did not want to kill this boy, as he thinks of him as a necessary component to be in the strongest universe. But Trunks starts laughing as he sets his eyes on Kaioshin and kills Kaioshin in cold blood. Also killing Beerus, leaving Whis stationary, not able to help anyone, which means that their only hope is Gohan, Vegeta, and Goku. So then we see Zamasu come down next to Trunks, or Trunks Black at this point, who's still in Blue 4. So Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, all in Blue 4 at this point, stand in front of Trunks, asked him what he's doing, and Vegeta is especially concerned because this is his son we're talking about. As Zamasu starts laughing with Trunks Black, and they say, he is not Trunks anymore. I am also Zamasu, like my partner here, who is from a different timeline. Your Trunks is no more. His body may still be alive, but his soul is dead. You're never going to find another speck of his soul in this entire multiverse. As we see Vegeta, Goku, and Gohan quite sad, but Vegeta, he starts a kind of rage. He's covered in anger, but he doesn't know what to do to his own son. So he punches Zamasu, sending him flying. But Zamasu is immortal still in this one, so no one really knows what to do. So Goku and Gohan have to fight Trunks, but Trunks is insanely powerful. He's been planning this for a while. He knows all their weaknesses. He knows that they love this Trunks boy, and he takes advantage of this. As he starts to pretend to be Trunks, he says, Gohan, what's happening? And Gohan goes to comfort him, but then we see Trunks punch him in the stomach with all of his force, sending Gohan flying, knocked out. And then we see Goku says, Trunks, why are you doing this? Why? We love you. As Trunks says, love? You idiot. I'm not Trunks. Get that through your thick skull. If you have any chance of beating me, it's be now. So kill me. Kill me, Goku. As we see Goku, covered in sorrow and anger, he goes to punch Trunks, but holds back a lot, and Trunks starts laughing as he planned this. And when Goku does this, he dodges, and charges up the most powerful ki blast he's ever charged, and stands at the back of Goku and shoots it straight through his head, killing Goku. This is horrifying for everyone that had seen this. Vegeta was off at a distance. He saw this as he was covered in anger, Vegeta, as we see his hair, instead of being because Vegeta thought of Goku as a brother, so instead of being in blue 4, he starts to change. He starts to go from a blue to more of a purplish colour. He switches and then he screams out, and he goes into his destroyer mode, while in Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 destroyer mode. His fur is purple, but his fur kind of starts to be destroyed. It grows back, but he's that powerful that his own body starts to destroy as this black, monstrous aura starts to go around him. As we see him look at Zamasu with anger, and as he stares at him and puts his hand out and says, "Hakai." So he attacks Zamasu. And Zamasu and Trunks Black is concerned because Vegeta's at a monumental level of power. The only people that they've seen reach this power are we, so angels, who are many times stronger than him. But Beerus is probably the only person who's been seen at this level. Not by any of the Z fighters, as Beerus is known as the legendary god of destruction in this timeline. He has trained the strongest. He trained Vegeta to be in this form in one of the years, and this made Beerus many, many times more powerful, as I believe Beerus has very good potential, but he's just lazy. So yeah, we see Vegeta hold his head in pain as he realises that his brother and his son are gone. His son, he may be still able to see him, but his son is truly dead. And he starts to cry as he stands up, looks at Trunks Black, and he says, "I will kill you," as he runs to him at full power and goes to punch him, but Trunks Black disappears. He has gone to hiding. He realises that if he has any chance of beating this Vegeta, he'll need to get more powerful. But that's why I'm going to be leaving it for this video. This is an extremely long video, and I'm so sorry. If you've watched to this point, I love you. I'm kidding. But yeah, goodbye.